We are live. This is the Reseller Wakeup. It's a Thursday, and this is episode 29. I've done this 29 times already. Wow. It's November 20th, 2014. About a week away from Black Friday. Week away from Thanksgiving. What do you guys got planned for that? Anybody been keeping tabs on what's going on out there as far as the Black Friday goes? Anybody see anything crazy yet? Anything that they got to get in line for or be
Nope.
first for? Nothing. Yeah, me either. I don't think Black Friday is going to be that exciting this year. I don't know.
We may go for the Halo bundle, just for the kids, but that's about it. For the one,
What's the Halo bundle?
the Walmart exclusive, it's for the Xbox One. They're having a Halo bundle, and that's the one. That's what our kids really want is Halo. So we might just go up to the one here because I don't think there's going to be a mess or anything. Go up there and get one.
Oh, there'll be a mess. Walmart's the worst. Even though they have the worst deals, they're still the worst.
Around here, people boycott it pretty hard, so I'm hoping it won't be too bad.
Yeah, they do that around here too. People hate Walmart in this town. People still shop there. It's still busy, but what's up, Jake? How's it going, man? I didn't see you come in.
What's going on, man?
Just hanging in there. Another day.
That's all right.
I was up late last night. I did the meet and greet, and man, they kept me up until like almost midnight. So yeah, I'm tired. But it was fun. Anybody get to check out the meet and greet last night? I know Mike was there. Anybody else? Yeah. What about you, everybody in the chat? How was it? Turn out all right? Because I know Chad's having some technical issue or something where he couldn't use his camera or anything, so kind of asked me to run it, but just wanted to make sure I did an okay job. But yeah.
Oh, goodness. I'm so excited.
What's that?
Oh, I was just looking overnight, like bids that I have on that. I don't know if you saw my haul video. That big machine that I said was a relaxation machine thing. Like that I always buy them. They're like swing chi machines. Anyway, it's up to like $100 now. Yay!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I still got 3 days left.
Yeah, I did a bunch of auctions over. Well, not a bunch. I did like maybe 15 or 20 auctions over the last week or so when we were doing when they had the promotion, and I actually am doing really crappy with them. I had like this big box of comic books, like 200 comic books. They were all pretty worthless, so I put them in lots of 99-cent auctions, and I don't have a bid on a single one of them.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh wait.
I put up like 10 auctions, I think, during the last promotion because I hate auctions. I don't like doing them, but I put up like 10, and like 5 of them actually have bids on there. I'm really excited.
That's cool.
Yeah. Morning, Chad.
Good morning.
Hey, Chad. What up?
Howdy doody.
Trying to wake up this morning, man. It's a rough night last night. Stayed up too late. But yeah, I was looking over my eBay stuff, and man, not a single one of those comic books has auctions. That sucks. Or comic books auctions has any action, like no bids.
Yeah, I was gonna buy something yesterday at the store. I was out shopping. I did a ton of shopping yesterday. I went to like 6 stores, or 5 stores. I spent like well over $200. And one of the things I was gonna buy was like a cordless blower thing. And somebody sold one for like close to $100, and then there's another person that has one. They keep listing it on auction at 99 cents, and they don't sell it. And I'm like, I could totally just buy that one that they're not selling for like $16. So I left it. I don't see a lot of success in auctions, and I know people love them, and I
Okay, here's the trick to auctions. You have to be consistent with them and constantly do them, because I know Cassini does have the way that they push it in front of people and optimize you in search. I think if you're doing a lot of fixed price stuff, then just try to do some auctions. Then it won't get pushed up as much, and people won't see them as much. And then if you do a lot of auctions, like it happened to me when I first started doing fixed price listings, I was doing mainly auctions, and it took a while before my fixed price listing started to catch on. But I mean, I do 99-cent auctions all day, and I would get exactly what the stuff was worth all the time, or more. You know, I never had anything to worry about. Or I never worried about it. But once I started doing fixed price, I could price it up a little more. But it took forever to sell stuff for a while, and then eventually it kind of rolled in, and I started to make consistent sales. But I don't know. eBay is all about consistency. It's a little frustrating sometimes, but you know, once you get it figured out and then you do what they want you to do, then play their game, then it works. But I don't know.
Man, is Jake coming back? I got this
asking about
hat.
that?
I wanted to run past him.
Yeah, I saw that in the haul video.
Yeah, it's a real high quality. It's a leather front, but like a trucker cap back.
Wait, turn it around. Turn it around.
That's Louis Vuitton.
It's
Yeah,
a hick.
that's like Louis Vuitton.
No, it's a hick. It says HIC.
I know, but there's no. Oh, okay, yeah, that's the same pattern that Louis Vuitton
Yeah.
uses on their.
Without the LV, so it's like
It is.
like the same pattern.
Yeah, that's weird. Did you try to look it up?
Yeah, there's a lot of different hicks, but I couldn't find this one, and I'm trying to figure out how to tell the age because it just has that old vibe to it.
It's
But
not
I don't
that
know.
old. I would give it a decade, if it's old at all. I would give it a decade because that's about when those knockoff trucker hats were like that style. That's not a knockoff. They're replicating the design of the Louis Vuitton, and about 11 years ago was when that color wave was really popular. And
That's Louis
I would
Vuitton.
give it about 11 years. It's probably about when that came out.
No, it's not Louis. That's just the pattern Louis Vuitton uses
Yeah.
on a lot of their
Well,
purses.
Vuitton uses
that was
those
the
pattern
design.
hats.
In 2003, that was the design that was really popular on the bags, and so that design showed up on a lot of different things. I would think it's about a decade old.
Well, I don't want anybody to think I'm selling a fake.
Yeah, just don't put Louis Vuitton, because it's not. It's very similar to like how Guess has the G's that look like C's, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
Well,
looking here. It
Louis
looks,
Vuitton,
I don't see your hat on there, but I see a lot of hick hats, and it's
Yeah.
a Hawaiian. What's the name of it? Hold on, I'm looking it up. Hawaiian Island Creations. There we go. Yeah, it
Yeah,
looks
they
like
sell
they run
pretty
about
good. That's
15
why I
to
picked
30.
it up.
I'd put that one up on the high end at like $30 plus shipping.
That's what I was thinking. That's because I mean they sell really good. Shows how much I know about Louis Vuitton. It's like that didn't even cross my mind.
Yeah, I didn't know crap. I don't know anything about Louis Vuitton except how to spot a fake if it's a bad fake. I still get fooled, but I stopped buying them. I've bought enough fake purses to not even bother with them anymore. But yeah,
Oh, HIC means Hawaiian Island Creations.
yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I just heard you say that, but okay, cool. Thank you, OMG, dope hipster. Right on.
Oh my God, dope hipster. Yeah. What'd you think of the meet and greet last night, Chad? I know you were having problems with your camera again.
No, I wasn't having problems with my camera. I just, I wasn't in the mood to be on camera.
Oh, okay, there you go.
That's how it is. I mean, I ain't trying to be, that's just honesty.
Yeah.
Got my son up in Indiana in college, and just some things just, you want to,
Yeah, I hear
that's
you.
how it is. We all have kids, don't we?
Yeah.
Jake's
Don't-
back.
Mine are still cute.
Oh, Jake's back.
Don't shake the baby.
Yeah,
Jake's back.
We were just talking about my, what is it, Hawaiian Islands Creations, Jake. You run across
Oh,
Hawaiian Island Creations?
nice. Yeah, I have.
It's like a trucker, but it's like, this is leather.
I've never seen that design though.
Me either. They said it was a Louis Vuitton style.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know if you could actually get away with using that as a keyword in the title.
I wouldn't even think of it.
You would,
Oh, hell no.
you could call it like designer purse design.
No.
Yeah.
Designer
Maybe
purse.
sales are important, but they're not that important. That's just asking for trouble.
Pretty much. Yeah, somebody will buy it. It'll catch their eye and they'll buy it. Yeah, man, I went out yesterday and oh, go ahead.
Hey, how do I fix that? I mean, it's just with these mesh trucker type. Is that okay that it's like floppy?
They're just made like that.
Okay.
It's fine. It's gonna go on somebody's head.
Once
Like
they
their
put it
head
on
is
their
gonna
head,
fill
it's
that
good.
up.
Yeah, but I know some hat people can be pretty anal.
But I don't think they're collecting it.
Not for mesh hats. I think that's more for like the fitted hats and stuff with the like straight brims.
Yeah. And one last question. You see how the tag constantly comes down? It won't stay up.
Starch it.
Starch it.
Yeah. See if you can starch it or something. Or just put a pin right there and see if just holding it up for a couple of days will make it stay.
Yes,
or
ma'am.
take a clothespin or something.
Yeah, just put something that won't leave a mark.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a big hat wearer, but I'm not a big hat seller.
Yeah, I've tried hats. They do okay for me, but not good enough.
Yeah, I've only sold like 2. 3. One was a Homer Simpson hat where it made you look like your head was Homer.
Oh yeah.
And then the other one was I think a sports hat and I don't know. I'm not good at hats.
Right.
I don't roll with that crowd, I guess.
Yeah, it's not that I'm not good with them. It's just I don't know. I don't think they sell that fast. They gotta be new. New
Yeah,
with tags.
they gotta be new, and I don't see them with the tags.
Yeah. But I went out yesterday and got a bunch of stuff. Got a pretty good haul over at. I got a bunch of like Amazon stuff yesterday actually. I went to freaking Walmart and checked the clearance rack, and they had a bunch of Lego Chima sets on clearance for $15, and those things were selling for like 60 on Amazon.
Good.
Yes, please.
Oh, I got a watcher on my Santa phone.
Your Santa phone?
Yeah. I had bought it at an estate sale. It's a men's Santa, like made out of the Santa material, Santa suit, thong, and hat. And they're new. They had the tags on them. And there was a small and a medium, so I guess he wanted to make sure they fit.
Oh, a thong you said. I thought you said a phone.
No, thong. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a sexy Santa thong. But I got a watcher on there. Got a lot of views.
What's it selling for?
$24.95.
Holy crap. That's crazy.
Ho,
Bolo. Guess you can call that a bolo right now.
Yeah. I got a bolo right now. Did you see my toilet seat?
No.
Oh.
Did you get a heated toilet seat?
It's an electronic toilet seat with a remote, and they sell for like $400. And I bought one yesterday for $6.99.
What do you mean with a remote? Who needs a toilet seat with a remote?
It's $400. Who needs a $400 toilet seat, Chad?
Yeah.
The U.S. Army.
People with really expensive poopies.
You can ask Mike about that. The U.S. Army.
Yeah,
Hey,
$400 toilet seat,
$400.
$1,000
Yeah, the
hammers.
military, that's for sure.
Or the U.S. government. There you
Yeah,
go.
well, if you ever see a toilet seat with the name Coco on it, C-O-C-O, like Coco Chanel, Coco, definitely pick it up.
What's special about it? What's it do? Does it have like a bidet in it or something?
Yes, it has a bidet, and it has a remote, and it's like the remote's like this big, and it looks almost like a flat. If you ever see the remotes, they also say Coco on them. They look like a flat alarm clock, like an alarm clock remote hybrid, and they're white. And yeah, they're all electronic and fancy.
Yeah, forgive me if I don't put a toilet seat on my bolo list.
Dude, for $400.
I would consider a heated toilet seat. Absolutely.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Why does toilet water have to be cold? Why can't it be like heated, warm?
Why not? I don't know. Why can't they? Yeah,
I
one
want
of
to
the
know
things.
why people keep trying to buy my ice cream making stuff. Don't they know it's winter time?
Now's the time to be making it. The snow's on the ground. Don't you need snow to make ice cream?
No.
I don't even know.
Like
Never made ice
cold.
cream. I eat ice cream in the winter. There's this thing called indoor heat. It can be nice and warm in your house, and ice cream still tastes good.
The neighbor kids yesterday morning, it was like 33 degrees outside, and they're standing out waiting on the bus eating ice cream cones.
Nice.
Like, your mom has failed.
So yesterday at the end of the show, we were kind of arguing over grading on Amazon, and I finally found a link and went in to look and see exactly what Amazon says about their grading policies. And I wish Adam was here, because man, I love being able to say, Adam, you were wrong and I was right, to his face. But he's not here, and we still got to talk about it. So
He's always been an
I'm
early
gonna say it
person.
anyway.
What's going on with him?
Oh yeah, he's all right. He's just got he's probably outsourcing today. Actually, I know that's what he was doing for a little while yesterday morning before he came on. But
Oh, I gotta get the trash out.
yeah, basically under Amazon's condition guidelines, the only condition that allows for the packaging to be missing is acceptable. So if you're missing the packaging or the manual and everything, then you have to list as acceptable. I mean, you don't have to. Nobody freaking does it. But I'm just saying, like, if you're trying to follow their quality guidelines, then and you're trying to sell like a Nintendo game or something with just the cartridge, then it needs to have the packaging if you want to sell it as anything but acceptable.
I think Danica mentioned this too, that with Amazon, I try to put it like the level under, and just I always put pictures with my stuff because the pictures show, but I try to put the next level under, then that way there's no question about it, what the condition is.
Yeah, well, it depends. I mean, there are certain things that I'm good at grading. Like, I could actually grade them, and I know what to look for and what another collector is going to accept. So,
Yeah.
I mean, like a comic book or something, I'll grade a comic book one below. But a Magic card or a Nintendo game, if I get a Nintendo game in the box, I can grade that accurately. I can grade like a Magic card accurately, and nobody's going to argue with me when they get it unless they're just pricks. But
Yeah, I tend to be
never
more
had a problem.
lenient on things that aren't, like they aren't a big, like they're just, like let's just say it was a toner cartridge, and the box has a little bit of scuff on it or whatever. I'm not going to say that that's used, whatever. It's new. It's a toner cartridge. Who cares about the box? It's not a game. It's not a gift. It's not a.
Yeah, well, one of the things that I picked. Oh, he's here. Yes. What's up, Adam? How's it going, man? We were
He's
just
not talking to
we were
you.
just talking or saying something, talking about the grading on Amazon from yesterday and
What
how
about what? Why?
the grading system on Amazon. We were just talking about it yesterday and how I was right and you were wrong.
Hey,
He is
the other.
speechless. That is an accomplishment right there.
I think
See that?
it's either too early for him or he doesn't know what to say when he's been found out to be wrong.
I know. Looks like he's speechless to me. I got him.
I'm eating.
All right.
The other day, Paul, when we were talking about cabbage and like PayPal working capital,
Mhm.
I actually looked at the working capital last night. Their terms are really exceptional. Like on a $2,000 loan, it was like $78 was the fee.
What?
Yeah, and for it to be paid, that was because you remember I was telling you that there's different percentages, and they don't have payments due, and they don't have, they just take it out of your sales that come in.
Yeah.
And you can pick if you want it to be 10%, 15%, 20%, 25, or 30. 30 is the max. And then that determines how long it takes you to pay it back also, They're basing it off of your previous sales for the year. And so the loan amount that you'll get is like 8% of what your last 12 months of sales were. So I went ahead and applied yesterday just because I wanted to see what it was all about. And you can apply without committing to anything, and it doesn't run a credit check. You know, it only goes off of your PayPal transaction history. And so I wanted to look at the terms and see what it was all about. And even on a 10% repayment, it was a $230 fee on a $2,000 loan, which came out to about 11%. Like, that would be about having an 11% APR. So that was still, and that was at the minimum repayment.
That is insane. I'm gonna.
Yeah, it was really great. I was really impressed. I took a screenshot of it if you want to see it, but it's definitely something to look at. If you have a PayPal, you know, if you've been in business for a while, you've got a good history of sales.
Yeah, I could use that. That sounds interesting as hell. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not one to go and stretch myself on credit to, you know.
But it's
to
in your
try and
PayPal account, and you could just, like, if you got the loan and you said, oh, I'm going to do a 30% repayment, right? And then you had it for like 2 months, and you're like, you know what, I don't even want to deal with this anymore. You could just pay it off. It's in your PayPal account. The money's in your PayPal. And you could essentially just pay it off and pay the $70 fee or
unless
whatever.
you spend it.
Right,
like,
unless you spend it and then you. And they even said if your sales dry up, like I was reading all the terms, it even said like if your sales dry up and you're just not getting enough business in, and it takes you 3 years to repay it instead of 10, it's like that's no big deal. They're not going to penalize you. Like you're not going to get charged more fees or charged anything extra.
Huh.
As long as they don't feel like you're funneling money away from PayPal. Like as long as you don't like go on eBay and say, oh, I'm only going to accept money orders or whatever, you know.
Well, what if
like
you take that
the loan and then start funneling payments away?
Well, what if you've done really good on eBay in the last year or so, and then you want to start ramping off of eBay, and you just use that PayPal working capital to pour into FBA stuff and Amazon, and then the Amazon goes directly into your bank account.
I think that would be a conflict of because you're not getting payments from, like if you took the money from PayPal and you put it into the expanding your Amazon business, if the payments for that would be on Amazon, then that would be considered like funneling the money away.
Yeah, but how are they going to say anything about what you're using the money for?
They don't really. As long as you still have stuff coming in, if you still have payments coming in, it's not really a big deal. But if you like completely do a 180, and you're like, all right, I got this $4,000 loan, and now I'm going to go buy FBA inventory, and I'm not going to list anymore on eBay.
Yeah.
That would be a conflict. But, you know, if you were going to half and half it, you still got your regular business that you got now. I don't see why there'd be an issue.
That's very interesting.
I'll show you the screenshot of the fees, so that way you can see. But I went ahead and took it. I didn't have anything to lose, you know?
Yeah, and if they're working it like that, where it's just a percentage of your sales, it'd be really convenient. Like every time something comes in, you get $10. Like a $30 sale, $10 goes to PayPal. That would be doable, you know, be able to work within that. And especially like in my situation right now, where I need to stop sourcing and start like listing, you know.
I'll be listing all weekend. I bought so much stuff yesterday. I went to 5 different stores and I spent like $240. I got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I dropped about $200 yesterday between Goodwill and Walmart, and I almost dropped a lot more than that. But I also bought some lighting fixtures, you know, those metal like desk lights that clip on. Like, can you see that on my desk over there on the top? Yeah, I bought 2 more of those just to use upstairs when I'm doing my clothing, and I got some like really like strong. They're fluorescent. Those fluorescent bulbs, like the twirly fluorescent bulbs, but they're freaking huge, and they're natural light, and they're 150 watt equivalents. So I tried them out, and they're really, really bright. So I think those might be enough to get my clothing going good. I just need to. Now I just need to find umbrellas.
I had bought some daytime 100 watt, and I thought they were super bright. Like when I turn them on, it's really bright.
Yeah, well, these things, like I said, they're those curly bulbs, but they're like this big.
Wow.
They look the same, but they're about twice the size of the normal ones, and they're only like 40, like actually only 40 watts. You know how they...
That's what mine are. Mine are like the curly bulbs, but they're freaking huge.
How many of them do you have?
I just have 2, and then there's good natural light in the room that I use. And then I have a white, you know, the blackout thermal curtain things, like
No.
the fabric that those are made out of. I have that's white, but it's really thick with the backing, so that nothing. But it's like pure white, and I have that set up like tacked up on a wall, and then it has a sewing table underneath it, so it's up at waist height, and that's pretty much my setup.
Okay.
But it works really well.
Yeah, I also bought a 50-pound bag of... I was sitting here trying to figure out how I was going to build the base for my mannequin, because all I've got is... I bought the mannequin, but it didn't have a base with it. It just had that metal rod attaching it on the inside. So then I took one of those Thistle steamer, like vacuum tubes, you know what I'm talking about? Like the handles, the aluminum tubes that are like that long. And I just stuck it on there, and then I put it on a really crappy base. It just wasn't working, so I went and bought a PVC pipe that the tube fits in perfect, and then I'm gonna put like a I'm gonna fill up a bucket with sand and stick the pipe in there just to use that as the base, because I wanted to get the cheapest possible base built, because I was messing around with a bunch of other stuff and it seemed like it was gonna be another 20 or 30 bucks to build just about anything after I bought all the materials, and like it didn't really matter if I was doing it with screws or epoxy or whatever. That just seemed like the cheapest solution. It was like a $3 bag of sand, a bucket that I already had, and a $2 PVC pipe.
Yeah, I just used stuff that I had around the house to get mine set up. Except, I bought the light kit, of course, but everything else, I had the fabric and the table and all that. So I just looked around to see what I had that I could use and put it together.
Yeah, I think about the only other thing I need now are the diffuser umbrellas, just to diffuse the light. I've tried building something on my own, and like as you can see, I've got like a clean T-shirt wrapped around that one, which does okay. It's not perfect, but like if I'm just doing little stuff like, like video games or whatever, stuff like that, then it works really well. But it doesn't work too well when I'm doing clothing. I really need a big, like solid, good diffuser for that.
If you have a piece of if you come across a piece of white silk, silk works really well to diffuse the light. It's about the same weight as the the nylon that they use for the umbrellas.
Uh-huh.
So like if you had like if you saw some cheap stained up whatever for like 50 cents at Goodwill, it actually works really well. The just plain silk or fake silk, rayon, whatever.
Well, one thing I've noticed about using dirty shirts is every single one of the stains affects the lighting. Like, you cannot use a dirty shirt. It's got to be clean.
Wash your shirts, Paul.
Well, no, I mean, there can't be any stains on them. And you've not... Come on, silk is the worst, man. Every used silk shirt I've ever seen has, like, some...
yeah, but it's generally just in one place.
You probably got the silk shirt from me because I didn't know you can't put water on them.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but Alan
Let
bought
me know, I got an awesome pipe from yesterday I forgot to put in my haul video.
What's
Awesome.
that?
I got an awesome find yesterday I forgot to put in my haul video. Do you have your little fingers ready to do a quick search for me?
Yeah, what do you got?
Okay. This is a litter genie for the cat, your cat litter, you open it up and scoop, and then you put it in, and then you pull this, and it goes down, right? I don't think that's what's so expensive, but I got three packs of there's 3 of them in each one. That's the bagging system, the bags for it, where it feeds out the bottom and stuff. And I got 9 of these. Look how much these suckers are, man, for a pack of 3.
Those things are like
On
$20.
Amazon, it's $15 unless you subscribe and save.
$15 for 3. They're trending at $21 on eBay.
Yeah, each. They're like $20 each on eBay.
And I
That's
got
not bad. Is that free shipping or?
1, 2, and there's 3 in each.
That is with.
There's,
It
I
looks
got
like
9 of
free shipping. Yeah. $21 with free. Yeah, dude, that is freaking awesome.
Wait, how much do you want to bet that that's a drop shipper from Amazon? I can almost guarantee it.
Probably. Either way, that just makes it so that he can pay more for or charge more on eBay. If I could get more for something on eBay, then I'll sell it on eBay.
Right.
Jake, you're right on, dude. You said $35 or best offer for the hat. That's what I said. That's what Paul said. So thank you. Right on.
Yeah, it should go quick too, 'cause I ain't never seen one like that.
Not bad for $1, eh?
Hey, you gotta
That's
love
the
it.
Stuff you look at like I was talking about the records too. I found those sealed Portugal/German records, and they were just in the thrift store. It's like you got to look through them. And when I came up, I noticed that something doesn't look right about this pile. It's been added to it, because after you do it a few times, then you kind of and sure enough, in the hat, they just have a big box sitting there with the dollar on the, per hat or whatever. It's like, ooh, they've added to the pile of hats. So I just kind of dug through and saw that. I'm like, that's pretty cool. Looked up HIC, which I had no clue what it meant. And
It should just make them a bulk offer on the whole lot of them.
I have not a problem with doing that and then making a deal with you.
Right?
But I just, check this out. This is cool.
Yeah.
You guys don't
Anything.
buy
What's that?
Give a second, and I can show. This is that cheap little Packers checkers game, and it's got the little helmets as your pieces. The Green Bay.
How do you double them up?
Here, let me see. How is that done? I don't know, dude. I don't know.
I think it's from like the 70s.
Here's the instructions. Let's just see how you double up.
Yeah, we got to get a Billy Bass little sound bite, so that every time Chad tries to talk, we can just interrupt him with it. that was the best part of the whole video.
This is
Billy Bass thing.
This is how, because it starts out as a rookie helmet without the face mask.
Oh,
and
okay.
there, you put the face mask on it, and that makes it it starts out as a rookie, and now that it has the face mask on it, it's a veteran helmet.
I could sell that so quickly locally up here in Wisconsin. These Green Bay. Oh my Lord.
I got a Facebook message from somebody saying, "Oh, my son is a huge diehard Packer fan. Would you be interested in selling it?" And so I'd like to feel I made him a really good deal. So
yeah, Marianne Tyler says how much? I want them.
They already sold. Sorry.
Man, you're not a Green Bay freak, are you? Some of these people up here scare me. I mean,
yeah. Dude, I had a next door neighbor that was a huge Green Bay Packer fan, and he had that big flag out front, and I would mess with him. I'd go out there and take his flag down and stick my Indianapolis Colts flag up on it. Oh.
We went to a game up at Lambeau, and it's actually a really nice stadium. It's very small, and they keep it small on purpose. But the tailgating outside was, ridiculous. But we're talking these people on Sunday, they go to church. The pastor is in his Green Bay gear. Church time changes on game days. That is the extent of the Packer mania.
Yeah, they're dedicated fans, that's for sure.
Yeah, they're one of the most dedicated.
He redid his basement, or he actually built onto his house and put a basement in on his house, and he has artificial turf and the walls are yellow and green, and oh my gosh, yeah, he's hardcore.
Sounds
Hardcore.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that's pretty cool though. I try to pick it up whenever I see it. They got a Packers hat, or no, never mind. It's a Steelers hat. Like one of the Goodwills that I always go to. It's been under the glass for like a month, and they want $30 for the thing. So I'm thinking a Steelers fan must have priced that one. The only reason that I noticed it is because they've got it in the showcase, and it's the only baseball hat or baseball cap style hat that I've seen in the showcase ever. It's like, really, guys? And then that same hat, the day I saw that, I walked over and I bought like 2 or 3 $30 hats off of the hat rack for $1 each.
And that's what doesn't make sense. I mean, it's like some of these places, they will price something that's not worth anything outrageous, and then leave the expensive stuff priced at the $1 and $2.
Yep. There's this one of the thrift stores I go to. I actually posted a pic of this like a month ago on the one of the Reseller Society, maybe one of the Facebook groups, and Ronnie was going back and forth with me on it. But it was like this brown 100% cashmere Loro Piana blazer. Like, it looked awesome. I mean, it was really, really nice. But they wanted $40 for the damn thing, and it's been sitting there. And I don't think it's sold yet. But man, I was just like, that thing is going to go half price. People still aren't going to buy it for $20, and then it's just going to get thrown away because these idiots are overpricing their stuff. So next time, I think I'm going to go in there this afternoon and just offer them 10 and see if they bite.
Would you buy it on half price day for 20?
No, I would pay 10 or 15, maybe 15 for it, but I think the most I'd get for it on eBay is like $70 or $80 because it was for like really low end. It wasn't for a really high end brand. It was for a lower end, like kind of private tailor or something, like a nobody. But it was still Loro Piana and it was still cashmere. It was just like a common size and all that. But they got this Remy leather jacket that I keep thinking about getting too. They only want $25 for it, and I keep seeing it. It's probably sold by now. It had to have sold over the weekend because I think it went half off this last weekend. But that's another one that I've been eyeballing just because those Remy jackets, man. Leather jackets, they're like really, really in this year, right? I mean, it seems like everybody's selling their leather jacket. I keep seeing people bragging about their leather jacket sales on eBay, and people are getting like $100, $200. I just got $350 for one. I mean, it's crazy how much people are paying for leather. Is that normal?
Is Remy a good brand? I don't know the brand.
Remy's a really high-end leather jacket brand, yeah. They're made in the USA. The one that I sold retailed for $1,600 originally.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, not all Remy jackets are worth a lot, but like they're all worth something, you know. I mean, I see them go for like the $75 to $100 range all day for the low end ones. When I look them up, but
I'll have to put that on my list.
yeah. Well, the only reason, I mean, I didn't even know the brand until I found that one, and I saw it, and I'm like, holy crap, this thing is beautiful. You know, I mean, it screamed quality. It looked like it was in really good shape, and I mean, I think they originally wanted $70 for it, which is what caught my eye about it, and then I bought it for half off, and got it home. It's like, oh yeah, okay. That was worth my $35.
Did you buy it for you?
It fit me perfectly, and I almost kept it, but no, I sold it.
Ah.
I'm not going to keep any jacket that I could sell for $300, $400, $500. No way in hell. I'll keep a suit. I'll keep a jacket that I can sell for like $50. I've got a Tommy Hilfiger jacket that I picked up like a month or two ago that I've been wearing. You know, I mean, I paid $10 for that. I can only get 60 or 70 for it, so I'll wear that for a while. But yeah, in the case of when you're talking $300 or $400, no way I'm keeping that thing.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't keep that. My kids, I found the Mystery Mansion electronic board game at Goodwill for 99 cents this week, and I had it out, you know, checking to make sure all the pieces were there and stuff, and my kids came in and saw it, and they're like, "Whoa, what is that? Oh my God, that's so cool!" So I brought it up on Amazon to show them, what it sells for, and they're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, go, you can sell that one." Go.
Hey, at least they're smart enough to know that now. Actually, I got my kid. She's trained now. Anytime she wants something, she'll be like, yesterday, she's like, we found these dogs, these little robot dogs at a Goodwill. They were $20 a piece. I almost bought them because they were selling for about $40 on Amazon. They were all brand new, sealed. They were a clearance item from Walmart that they had sent to Goodwill to sell there. And but my kid wanted one, and I was gonna buy her one, and I was like, no, not today. And I was thinking of just get her one for Christmas or something. But now she was looking through a Target ad yesterday. My wife was looking through the ads, and my kid was looking through the ads with her, and she saw one of those dogs, and she's like, Daddy, look, it's for Amazon.
Nice.
So yeah, now whenever she comes up and she used to come up and find stuff in the thrift store, and she'd be like, "Hey, Daddy, can you get me this, please?" Now she goes, "Hey, Daddy, is this for Amazon?"
And she's how old now?
4.
I love it.
Yeah, getting her trained early. Just gotta get excited about it, and then get them excited about it too, and then it's not such a big deal when they find something they like that you gotta send away or ship off. But she's pretty good.
The boys are more into trying to figure out what types of things sell high. They're definitely like me. They want 4 to 5 times, their investment, but they seem to still be in the researching and learning phase as to, okay, does this kind of thing sell well, and how much does this kind of thing sell for, that kind of thing. But my kids are, 10 and 13, so
yeah,
they've got a little bit better understanding of it.
Yeah, you got to start them somewhere though. Yeah, one of the things I was picking up, I found like all these Tommy Hilfiger shirts yesterday. And they were like $2 a piece, $2.50 a piece, and there were some Ralph Lauren polo shirts, like just long sleeve button up shirts. They were all the same size, so I just grabbed them all off the rack. I bought like 5 or 10 of them. I think about 10. So I'm just gonna put those all up in one big lot and try and get like $100 for them.
That's cool to find them all in the same size.
Yeah, I mean, that way you don't really have to look at the style as much. As long as you got a couple of them that look like eye-catching, then you can kind of focus on those in your pictures, and then the rest of them will just go all together. But I was looking them up. I guess one of the common lots for shirts is like Ralph Lauren polos with Tommy Hilfiger, and for some reason Nautica. I kept seeing Nautica polos lotted up with them. I don't know. Is Nautica a brand? I don't even know. I mean, well, it's a brand obviously, but is it like a popular brand?
It's all at the same stores, like at Macy's and Dillard's, and they're sold in the same section as like the Ralph Lauren and stuff.
Yeah, some Nautica stuff you can do decent with, but some of it is, kind of gone the way of Tommy. A lot of Tommy is just so cheap now.
Well, I put a Tommy Hilfiger auction up, and I got 2 hits on it right away, like a Tommy Hilfiger sweatshirt. I mean, I've only got like $7 on it or something like that. I think I started at $5, but I mean, it's got 3 or 4 watchers, and still got 3 or 4 days left. It's up to $7. I mean, if I get 10 for
The vintage
like
Tommy?
I think it is vintage Tommy, but I can't tell the difference.
Tommy's much better.
Yeah, that's the only kind of Tommy I'll ever buy.
Yeah, I don't know how to check it to see how old it is. I'm getting good with the Ralph Lauren stuff, but not so much. I don't even pay attention to Tommy. The only reason I bought these shirts yesterday is because they were. I was looking up polo lots because I found 3 or 4 Ralph Lauren polo shirts. It's like, okay, I'll just take these and put them in a lot. And then I noticed like those 5 or 6 Tommy shirts that were all the same size. And then when I was looking up the Ralph Lauren lots, I noticed that people were lotting Ralph Lauren with Tommy a lot, like very frequently. So I figured, what the heck, I'll give it a shot and see how it works out. But we'll see.
Jake, I got a question for you. How much do you think I could get for this Cool Toads hat?
For the Cool Toads hat?
Yeah.
Whoa.
How much I could get for the Cool Toads hat I picked up. Yeah, it even matches my hair.
There you
Yeah,
go. Why
it
you
does,
sell
doesn't it?
That is creepy that it matches your hair.
I know. It's a total match. Look at that. Look at my hair on top of it. It's the
That is
same.
awesome.
Yeah, I get to be Cool Toads for the day.
There you go. You start wearing that.
I'm gonna rename it Awesome Frogs.
Awesome frogs. Yeah, so anybody got plans for today? What's going on? Anything?
Retail arbitrage.
Where are you going? What are you looking for? Where are you going?
What's a good
Some of my
buying
stuff-
price for what you're doing and the selling price?
Yeah, let me just write up a list real quick and give me about an hour, and I'll make
Yeah,
sure I put that out.
Could you paste it in the society?
Absolutely. As a
That'd
matter
be
of fact, if
awesome.
you guys want me to just go ahead and buy it for you,
Yeah, I'll send you the labels and everything. I mean,
I don't know if you could label it for me.
yeah.
That would be even better.
it's
I'll
that
send
whole
you-
Christmas spirit thing I got going on.
I would like mine to be broken out by ASIN.
Yeah.
Put them in alphabetical order because I know that's what Danica wants.
Yes.
Yeah.
And just send them all into Amazon under our names.
Right. Well, absolutely. I wouldn't have it any other way.
I'll give you my Seller Central login.
No, it's
While
okay.
you're
I'll
in
just
there,
send
if
you a
you could check my
PDF.
prices for me.
I'll just
Do
send
you
you a
need a price
PDF
today?
of all the SKUs.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'll just send you a PDF of all the SKUs so that you can. I mean, you won't have to worry about that. I'll put them in and everything.
Oh, okay.
But you can. All you have to do is print them out and send them to Amazon for me.
All right. All right.
But I mean, that's a pretty good deal, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm thinking, hey, it makes me feel good to give it all away. There's nothing like being broke.
Oh yeah.
Now we're gonna hit up. We're gonna hit up a few stores because I was talking about it the past couple of days. Some of my items that I had priced up are starting to hit on my prices that I wanted, and I know that some stores still have them. So I'm gonna run out and try and clear me some shelves.
Yeah.
So
One of the
love it when they hit up to your prices.
Yeah. Zuzu pets. I thought, well, I'd try them because they did pretty well last year. So some Zuzu pets, Crayola
They're
stuff.
dead.
Yeah, they're hitting. Crayola stuff. These like big kits of Crayola. What else? I told you guys about the shape sets.
Oh, I just sold a Crayola crayon maker yesterday. Like one of those things where you can melt the crayons into different, like your own custom colors and stuff. I paid like $3 for that thing at a Goodwill, and I got 25 or 30 bucks for it. No, I got 35 for it.
And
Yep.
Disney Princess stuff. There's some things that are starting to do well now too. So.
Yeah, Disney Princess has been selling pretty good for me. So I got a question here. Here's an example of like me being just cheap. Yesterday when I was over there, I passed on. There were 4 Nerf guns. They were originally 30 bucks, I think. They had them on clearance, or no, they were like 37. They had them on clearance for 15, and Amazon had them listed at their price for like $30, and all the other FBAs had them at like 40, and they were like a 20,000 ranking. Would you have jumped on those?
Check Keepa and see if Amazon drops off.
Oh,
If Amazon drops off, you'll see it. It'll be noticeable. Like the Amazon portion will be yellow, and then it'll be blank, and the price will jump way up.
okay.
If it does that on a consistent basis, yeah, I would buy it.
Okay.
Yeah, when Amazon, that kind of thing, and Amazon does tend to do that, where they only get, a certain amount of the inventory in, and people have their prices way up solely because they know that Amazon does tend to run out consistently.
Yeah. Yeah. Learn from my mistake too. Don't see like 2 or 3 sellers that are trying to compete with Amazon just below, and think they're going to sell out, and then you're going to get the really high price. Yeah, it really doesn't work like that. Like the first few will sell after Amazon, and then you're kind of going to get stuck. So yeah.
Well, that's the thing. If there are a bunch of other sellers that are competing with Amazon on the price, then that's kind of a red flag for okay, Amazon just never sells out of this item, and these people realize it, so they're just going to try and get whatever. They're going to try and compete with Amazon now.
Well, what I there's a big gap between the price. That's what you want. Between Amazon's price and next prime price. You want a big gap. Like you said, there's like a $10 gap on that item you're talking about. That's not, I mean, if your margins are good on that gap, then yeah, by all means. But what I did is I said, well, there's two sellers that are like within, 5%, and then my price is going to be like 40%. And there's nobody else in between after that. And so I thought, well, those two people that are, within, 5%, those guys will sell out and I'll get my price. It didn't happen like that. And I ended up being stuck with it because Amazon got them back before everybody sold out and it hit my price.
Gotcha.
So just make sure there's a good gap. If you're going to do it, and then check and recheck and make sure, like check Camel, Keepa, Amazon. I mean, check everything that that you have in your power to make sure that there is no one in between you and Amazon or that price gap.
Now, does anybody know of any other apps besides Profit Bandit that kind of messes around with that stuff, or is there? You basically just still have to go to the website, right? Nobody's found anything that's using the info from like Camel, and Keepa.
There's nothing new.
Toolkit.
There used to be one Tractor, but I think that one fell off now.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
Yeah, it seems like some of these bigger companies are buying these apps that are actually good, and then they're just turning them off for some reason. Has anybody noticed that?
It was like that app I was talking about that sold the products for you. Remember what I was saying? You paid 99 cents and they listed it for you?
Oh, yeah.
And it got bought by Dropbox, but they never did anything with it. They just bought it and it went away.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I mean, I understand why they would do that, I guess. Maybe the CEO is a big... it's like competing with his business or something. I don't know, but...
I don't see how it would compete. I mean... I don't see where that particular product would have even made a dent in any other business.
If they had something that they were working on that would compete in any way.
I bet you it was the app development. Maybe it was the way the app worked. That's what they bought. Was the programming for the app to use it for something else.
Right. Yeah, so I mean, some of the apps or some of the websites that we're talking about, they're clunky on your phone, but you do really need to use them when you're out there in the field doing your arbitrage if you're about to make a big purchase. Camel. Basically, with that'll just give you like a little snapshot of how the item's doing. Like, it'll show you the last 5 items sold, and it'll show you what Amazon's price is, and what the new price is, and what the used price is, and what the lowest it's ever sold for versus the highest that it's ever sold for, and like when the last 5 sold. So if you get on there and it says like, okay, so today is the 20th of November. If you get on there and it says that the last 5 items sold were on the 20th of November, the 20th of November, the 19th of November, the 17th of November, the 17th of November, then you know that item's selling really fast and a lot. And then like that'll also tell you how much.
Give me that. My dog got the Cool Toes hat.
Oh no. The FBA toolkit. Now basically all that FBA toolkit does is you put in the UPC, and if that item's being tracked by FBA toolkit, then it'll tell you exactly how many sell a day and how often they sell. And you can do something with like an Excel document too, where you upload an Excel document and get all the information for all the items. But if they're not tracking that certain item, you can still find the category that item's in and put the ranking in on that category, and it'll give you a rough estimate of how many it would need to be selling per day to have that ranking. And then Keepa. I keep forgetting what Keepa does because I don't use it personally, but what's Keepa do, guys?
The main thing Keepa does is it tracks what Amazon is doing. Like when they are on a product, they basically kind of look like Camel, but they have like this yellow field in the bottom that shows when Amazon has the product and when they run out over time.
Right. Okay, so Keepa's the one that it's like a plugin for Chrome, right? Like when
Yeah.
you
They
look
have,
up.
well, they have a website too, so.
Oh, okay. But when you put the plugin, or when you install a plugin for Chrome, then whenever you go to the regular Amazon website, like when you're shopping, if you click on an item, not only do you get like how much the item's selling for, but when you scroll down, there will be a graph of how much the history of the sales of that item as well. So that's very useful, especially for like online arbitrage, if you're doing that a lot. But now, have any of you guys put the? Can you install that plugin on your phone too, and have it come up, or do you have to use it on a PC?
I put mine right into the whatever Chrome on my phone, so I don't. It's not the. I just go to keepa.com on Chrome on my phone, so that's how I use it.
Okay. Cool.
Set up a bookmark on your phone for it.
They don't have an app yet, but I'd say if you build one, they pay you for it. Bolo of the day right there.
Yeah.
Build a Keepa app, and you will.
Any of you guys out there that do app building for Android, we would love it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you've got a good Keepa app or a good one of these good app or an app that goes off of that information, just to make it easier, so we don't have to use the damn website, that would be very helpful. Just an idea if you're bored and you want to tinker around and get an app that you can sell for $5 a piece or whatever.
Matter of fact, if there's somebody out there that does build apps or knows someone that builds apps, let me know. Send me a message or something. I didn't even think about that.
So what do you want to talk about? What do you want to run by the viewers there, Deborah?
Okay, so I had an idea yesterday, and I shot a video. Well, I shot 2 videos yesterday. It gave me an idea that I wanted to try to do like a weekly video series called something like "Come Along with Me," where it's going into the store and it's kind of like live action, quote unquote, like in the store. What I'm seeing, what I'm picking up, what I'm buying, why I'm buying it, how much it costs, that kind of different stuff. But I know it's going to take a lot of time to like edit that kind of video, so I didn't want to do it if it was stupid.
That's what I do. If you
yeah,
watch
I saw one of your videos before when you were inside of a Goodwill and you were just kind of going through, and I love when Mad Main would do hers when she would go to the thrift stores, but hers were really short. She did really good editing of, just pinpointing certain products. But this would, be a little less edited. But
yeah, mine. I've got about 8 hours worth of footage to edit through. Because I've been taking videos. But I'll tell you this right now, guys. It's a lot easier to take the videos than it is to edit the videos.
Exactly.
I did one yesterday that kind of gave me the idea because I was doing I had 15 minutes was what I had. I had 15 minutes to run into a store. And so I was doing a no research, smash and grab type, thrifting video. And I did it yesterday, but then I was like, hey, I could kind of do this, but I don't know. It seems like a lot of work. I just didn't know if it was worth doing or not.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's up to you if it's worth doing. If you're doing it because you want to become famous on YouTube and make a bunch of money.
No, I think it's really, I'm not ever going to become famous on YouTube. No, I just thought it would be interesting because people, when I used to do haul pictures, they would want to know, like, how much I bought it for, why I bought it, what I was thinking to buy it, like that kind of different stuff. Because I don't buy regular things. Everything's kind of different. So I just thought it'd be easier in video.
Yeah. Yeah, I've gotten away from the haul videos. I don't like them. I think that first of all, everybody does it, and second, they're just kind of boring. It's like, oh, I bought this shirt. I paid $5. I'm gonna get $25 for it. I bought this jacket. I'm gonna blah blah blah. But when you're out there in the field and you're like in the store, it's like flipping through, and it's like, oh, hey, there's a Ralph Lauren polo blazer. Yeah, only $4. No problem with it. Yeah, grab that. Or when you're flipping through the rack, like the kind of stuff that catches my eye, I try and do that sort of thing, like focus on all that. But
I
mean,
think haul videos where you show your sales after the fact, that kind of thing, like I got this for this, and then show them the sold, item. I think that I like those a lot better.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
just an eBay sales video. Those are better.
Well, yeah, I mean eBay or Amazon or whatever, wherever you sell it. I like it. I like those better. I mean, I do still watch haul videos when I get time, but I like it when they show the sales better.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing those too. I had found the like Screencast-O-Matic, but then when I uploaded that last video that I did, that was a screen share video, they like hacked my account, and I ended up with like 4 videos that were somebody else's posted on my YouTube channel within like 45 minutes. So I haven't done one since then. But I was planning on doing those after sell videos. That's why I was doing it, but I gotta find a different program.
Right. Yeah, so anyway, I got a little contest going on now, guys, and we're getting some very, very good banner suggestions and entries. But basically, on my Facebook group, if you go over to the Reseller Wakeup and check out my group, there's this really horribly drawn banner at the top of the screen that I just kind of slapped together to give people an idea of what I thought I was looking for. But we've got some really original entries coming in that kind of throwing that out the window. And I'm going to keep letting it run because I think the ideas are just starting to flow a little bit, and I want to see what people can come up with. But basically, I'm trying to get somebody to make me a banner, and I'm going to, whoever's banner I decide to use for the group is going to win a little cell phone clip.
Update. I made it better.
Yeah,
The red really makes it pop.
Yeah.
You still fail miserably.
Thanks for the encouragement, Paul. Appreciate it.
Yeah. You lose. But yeah, I don't know if you can see this, but it's just a cell phone clip. It clips. It can. It's got a little suction cup that goes into your mirror, or not your mirror, your windshield. You can stick it on there, and then it's got a little sticker attachment thing, so you can stick it to basically anything you want. But the clip's universal. It'll fit just about any phone as long as it's not like a iPad or something. And it'll also fit a lot of digital cameras and stuff. So if you're out there on the street or whatever and you want to make a video, you can do that. Or even if you just wanted to hold your phone so you can like have your GPS up or something. Pretty handy little thing. But that's the one that Chad uses. He turned me onto it, and I bought one. And then right after I picked up mine, I found that in a thrift store, so I decided to give it away. But yeah, make me a banner, and I'll give you full credit and everything. But
I think I deserve that thing for free.
why? What have you done
Just
besides
glass.
giving people horrible information about how to
I don't give
trade your
horrible
items in
information.
Amazon?
I just tell them what I do. I don't care what other people do.
Yeah.
I'm Adam. Don't do what I say.
Don't do what I do either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't completely do what I say. But I do make decent amount of money doing it my way. So I'm alright.
What's a decent amount of money, Adam?
I'm probably still beating you for this month, so you better watch it.
What's decent? Come on, Adam.
I don't even know what my sales are this month.
I'm sorry,
the
we need you
numbers
to
or we don't
screen share your bank account information.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
10K a month is not decent, Adam. That's terrible.
No, it's pretty damn decent.
Well, by internet standards, it's kind of pathetic, actually.
Let's see, what is my month to date? I'm just curious.
Yeah, but of course, by internet standards, $1 million a month is pretty pathetic.
I was getting ready to say we're not going to start living by internet standards, are we?
No.
Internet?
It's not too shabby.
What is it?
220 order items. Units ordered 227. Order product sales, $63.95. Nah, I don't think so. And then average sales per order is 29.
Yeah, that's
all I see is how much you're slacking from last year.
Terrible.
That's all I see.
Right?
that 2907 is what's got me killed right there.
You're so lazy.
Right.
It's not lazy. It's just doing other crap.
Lazy.
Yeah. What's your average per item, Mike? Do you know?
Yeah, I was about to look right now. Let me see.
I mean, 2907 is better than me on eBay, but I don't know what my Amazon is. I haven't even run one of those reports yet. It's just
Oh, it's higher than mine. 2907 is.
So what is DR? Matt Embry says you can make a decent amount of money selling DR, but I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, mine's right at 20 for the month.
The only thing I know that DR is digital rights. I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, me either. I wasn't paying attention to the conversation though, so.
I'm not even looking at the YouTube.
I've just been too busy giving Adam crap because that's a lot more fun than watching the chat right now.
Yeah, mine's right at
Damn
20.
straight. The hell's up with my freaking Mozilla?
Yeah. Now you go.
I'm trying to do work here, and my computer's acting up.
All right. So what reports do you have to pull up on Amazon to get that information? Is it payments, selling coach, business reports?
Business reports.
Business reports. Okay.
No, do you want the easy way of doing it?
Yeah.
Well,
Open up Seller Central. Go to the far right. It says View More, whatever.
View more of your sales stats.
And then you can get right there.
Yeah, because
like one click, guys.
Just for the record, I hate that little box.
Okay, so what am I clicking on? Because that just came up 0.
Well, there you go.
You got to change it to month to date. You've got it on the day today, and you haven't sold anything today. Do month to date.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Little drop down.
It says that I've sold something today. Let's see. Oh, okay. There we go. Month to date. Woohoo! 1100 or 1182. 48 items ordered. 2463 average. My average is higher than eBay. Yeah. Well, I didn't say that I was.
Horrible. Horrible.
Hey man, I never called myself a baller. I started doing these hangouts to figure out how to get better, not to tell everybody how great I am. And I went online because I realized how much you guys are helping me get better and how much information you've given me. It's not because I think I've got anything to offer whatsoever.
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to say that I'm a guru, man.
The way that I look at it, I don't think that I am good enough to, you know what I mean, for people to compare to themselves to my numbers. That's the whole reason that I don't. I mean, I'll tell you, what I sold something for, like that kind of stuff, but I don't see myself as good enough, for people to, I don't know, to compare. You always compare yourself to somebody when people show their numbers. I always compare myself, and I'm like, oh, God, I suck, but I consistently bring in money,
Yeah. What's up, Jack?
I've been back here packing, just listening to what everybody's saying. And
shut up, Chad.
No, really. If there's new people watching and listening, I think it's really important. And Danica just said something that I think is honestly out in left field, because you do have something to offer. Because with what everybody does as a whole, sure, there are people on different levels. Okay, that doesn't make one a better seller or better to give advice than another. because in
Oh no, he froze in the middle of the.
Froze right in the middle of it. What'd you say, Chad?
bros,
Now you're
Yeah,
good.
you froze. You were like
Oh.
on different levels.
everybody's on different levels in this field because this isn't like a car salesman, a car dealership, or a car salesman is a standard, okay? And sure, you could say I'm the car salesman of the year because I sold this many cars, okay? And then you have I sold $14 million in cars this year because you work for a company that produces $250,000 cars. But ultimately what it is in our field, you could only be making $1,000 a month, but actually could have more to offer the community than the person, say, makes $20,000 a month.
Right. I mean, if I had $10,000 in capital, then all of a sudden my sales would be insane because I would have that money to pour into my business. I know how to turn $5 into $30 all day on Amazon, and I know how to turn like $1 into $30 on eBay all day, but I just don't have enough dollars to pour into it.
In this field, it's the concept of turning that $5 into $30 or that $5 into $60. It doesn't make, it's the concept, okay? So I don't, and Ronnie is doing awesome. He doesn't look at it as like, I'm doing 10 grand and you're doing 3, I'm better than you.
Oh, no.
Because he understands the concept that, look, it's how it's done is what's important, not how much you make. And we've said this a million times. If we want to make $10,000 a month, then we know we can do it if we put the effort into it, But I just got wind last night that somebody was making some statements about, there's somebody out there that's on a pension and, he doesn't have to live the grind life, out there working for your food and out there blah, blah, blah. So, how serious can you take him? It's like, really? It's not about how much you make or whether you have to do it or not. It's the concept of how to do it, and if you know how to do it, you can teach somebody how to do it,
Right.
Or it's the way it's done. It's how to do it, not necessarily I do 10,000 or I do 20,000 a month, so you need to listen to me.
Oh,
So
yeah,
then
exactly.
you
Well, I'm not telling
have
anybody.
something to offer if you are able to do what we're all doing. Absolutely. And to compare your numbers is almost like comparing apples to oranges because it could be such a different, I mean, these
I don't think anybody's
$200,000
better
a
than me.
year. Huh?
I said I don't think anybody's better than me. That's not what I meant. I just meant
No.
like, but you know what I mean. Like I feel
Well,
like
I think you did say that.
No, their numbers are better. I don't think anybody's better than me.
Right. That's what I mean as far as
Yeah,
they're not more successful than you because they're doing so much more. It's just a matter of you have the same skill. It's just I don't know. It's almost like
Numbers are one snapshot, and that's just a little part of the picture. But like I'm saying, I didn't start doing this. I didn't start this show because I'm a guru and I want to start telling everybody how to do things. I'm just going to say how I do things. And a lot of this stuff, I'm really, like Amazon, I'm not even through my second month yet on Amazon, so I still don't know crap. I know enough to get started, and I'm making money at it. I mean, I'm making good profit margins too, like the numbers that I'm posting up and everything, but I've just it takes longer to build Amazon, especially when you don't have a lot of capital. I mean, like, I don't have any other form of income, all I've got is what I'm out there hustling to do. I don't have any checks coming in besides what I make, I got everything all my money that I'm making is just like the money that I've got to play with, there's no, but I mean, like you said, it doesn't matter. There's people out there with pensions, there's people out there with spouses or whatever that have another income and all this other stuff, but that doesn't make a difference. I mean,
Well, I think he mistakenly said he said pension, and then he said Social Security. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Pensions are different, brother.
yeah,
You
You
know,
know,
security is kind of a joke.
I know where he was trying to go with it, but
I think what you're saying, you know, what you're getting at, Chad, is awesome as far as like people shouldn't feel down about themselves because they're not making the same numbers, comparing apples to oranges and this and that. But on the same note, it depends on the individual. Like for me, I'm a very competitive person. Whenever I do something, I want to compete. So for me, now I'm not out here going, I'm kicking your ass and I'm beating your ass. Like I'll mess with Adam and just joke around with him. You know what I mean? But like for the most part, I'm not saying, oh my God, I'm making 10,000 this month and I'm totally killing all of you guys. Right? It's not about that. For me, I'm finding the guy that's a little better than me, so that's my next goal. I want to make sure I can beat him. And that's my competitive side. If you're not a competitive person, obviously that's not where you're going with it.
Yeah.
And
right.
if you're
But
comparing
also
yourself on a daily basis,
right.
if you're doing it daily and you're trying to figure out your own numbers based on somebody else's numbers, then now you have a problem. But if you're just using it as a competitive edge, I think it's a good, healthy thing to do.
Well, one of the sayings that we have in jiu-jitsu, train until your idols become your competition.
Exactly.
And
or the student becomes the teacher.
Exactly. Just
Yeah,
keep
I
on
mean,
going until you
almost-
catch up to those guys.
And Paul,
Yeah.
and this is a big misconception out there. I mean, you just said that you did this show. You're not claiming to be a guru. And you know something? To do a show, you don't have to be. And there's a mentality out there that some people think that, well, if he's putting stuff out, then he must consider himself as a teacher, a guru, an advice giver. And no, nobody's claiming that, okay? If you have something to offer, or you can create a platform where people can come together and offer other people help, information, I'll say it, advice, then absolutely that's called building, and you're helping yourself in the meantime because you're learning from it.
Oh yeah, that's why I started doing it. Like I said, I mean, if this was a turn on the webcam in a typical YouTube video where I'm like trying to talk about stuff, I would not even bother getting up every morning to do that. The only reason I do it is to get all you guys that are way better than I am together to tell me how to do it and how to improve things. And I'm just picking your brain, and I'm giving everybody a chance out there that's in the comments to pick your brain as well. And but I mean, it's totally for me, man. I mean, selfish reasons. But I mean, like Jeff, he's been doing it for a long time. He puts out the videos, he posts his numbers, and I mean, it's they're right there plain as day. And I mean, as long as you're making a living, then it doesn't matter if you're making $1 million a year. A lot of these guys, that have these startups where they, you read about all these success stories. It's like, well, you don't know the whole story all the time. So, I mean, there are guys that pulled themselves up by their bootstraps and did all this, but then there are also guys that talk about how great how successful they were, even though they inherited $1 million to get it all kicked off. So you never know the whole story. All we're gonna tell you is, as much as we can tell you.
and I will say that it's the best help you can give is showing the process, okay? Like, say you put a whole video out there and then back it up with a results video, and that really shows people, because there's been so many times, when like I'll post up oh cool, this sold for so-and-so, and people will be like, I remember when that was in your haul video, okay? So they can put 2 and 2 together, and that's what sticks in their mind, and without calling it a bolo, without, putting this label to it that people want to hate on. It's information. And there's people out there that hate that information is shared, but there's enough to go around.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like for me, that's why I like to talk about the process. That's why I also like having a 2-hour show where we have plenty of time to hash out everything. I mean, we're not just making little blanket statements. We're not doing a quick little 5-minute haul video where we're running through the 30 items that we paid this much for that we're going to sell for this much and this much for that we're going to sell for this much. No, we talk about when we're out there sourcing stuff on Amazon, for Amazon, we're looking for this. These are the parameters that we're looking for. These are the tools we're using. This is how much we want to buy it for so that we can sell it for this much. And we want to look for this stuff when we're looking up, like when we're doing our research or when we're out there for eBay. We want to, you talk about your sales and everything. It's like, man, I need to be doing this much. How do I kick it up a little bit to hit that threshold? Or, like I found this jacket for $10 and wow, I found this jacket for $10. This is awesome, and then you start talking about it now, and then a week from now, when it sells for $500, you guys all remember that that's the jacket we were talking about, And I mean that's
going back to like what Chad was talking about, how everybody's on a different level. I was thinking about that about the videos, and Danica was saying that she doesn't like watching haul videos anymore. Well, she's on a different level at this point, but you got to realize that there's always somebody starting. There's always somebody at a starting point, I've been in it for 2 months point, I've been doing it for 5 years point, so there's always somebody at a different level. So even though she might not benefit from haul videos or, somebody might at this point, but then other people want to know, all right, how am I supposed to do FBA? How am I supposed to do this? I'm not even worried about how to pick up stuff. I know how to buy things, that kind of stuff. Everybody's at a different level.
Well, something, when somebody says, I know how to pick stuff up, I know how to buy things, I think they're setting themselves up for failure, because the way I look at haul videos, okay, and I enjoy watching haul videos, and the perfect example, and I've said this before, is Drew, the California Picker, put out this video on this Indian fertility wooden doll thing, okay, and it was out there. I mean, it's a Drew thing, and I'm like, cool, but I'll never find one of those. I mean, it's just one of those things. But I walked past one and I saw it, and it was from that one video that one person took the time to make, and it stopped me from passing that item up when I was going through my thing. I'm an experienced picker. I don't need people to tell me what to buy. But guess what? There was something out there that I had not an idea what it was, and until that day I watched it on his video. Now I have a new item I can look for. If I see it, I can explain it, I can know it, because after I got mine, I researched it, and it's just, that's what it's about. Look at a haul video as, something to maybe stop you from walking past that item next time. There might be one thing in that haul video. I mean, all you're doing is you're soaking this information in to help you. It's not for them to show off what they're getting. It's to help you.
Well, it's a little bit of the show off part too, but it's more to, but you got to take it and get the information, and you've got to, when you're watching these haul videos, it's not to ogle and awe over the awesomeness that he found or how great he is as a picker. It's to figure out, okay, so he bought that. That's what I got to look out, just like you said.
Yeah, it's really good to watch ones with people that are buying different stuff. They're always got something different. Like,
right.
Chad, Kim, they're always getting something different. They're always, I get things that are always different, so it's not the same brands, it's not the same stuff, it's not every day I'm going, all right, I got some more shoes, here they are. It's always something different. It's just like the thing I was talking about this morning when we first got on, that body alignment thing. I have found that 3 times over the last 2 years. The stores don't know what they are. They price them like $5. And I have sold them for over $100 every single time. And the one I have that I picked up last haul video, it's at $100 right now on auction. So you just never know what.
Right, and DM said with the haul videos, the important aspect is to explain why you picked up the things. It is kind of, okay.
Oh, he's in deep thought.
Well, because I don't want to come off as snotty or snobby. It's the people are okay. First of all, you have to ask yourself, why are these people doing haul videos? Okay, or what's the end game for somebody doing a haul video? Okay.
Okay, so here's my.
With us, we like it. We enjoy it. You know, every now and then we'll make a sale off of something in our haul video, like this Packard's checkers, you know, or something like that. But it's the excitement, and we like to share what we're doing. It's the community aspect of it. It's the social. It's our social aspect. We enjoy it. We're not making a ton of money from making the videos. We're not out to. I don't know, what could people say why we're doing it.
It's kindergarten. We've been doing it since kindergarten. It's called show and tell.
It's fun. Yeah, it's fun, and it's exciting, and it's
social. It's something that you can't share with the people around you. When I come home with something exciting, my husband doesn't give a crap. If I'm like, look at what I found, and he's like, that's great, honey, you know, and that's it. You know, I can't call my friends and let them know, like, oh my God, I just got this. They don't care.
But
you
guys
might not care, but I'll share it with you anyway.
If you guys see something in a haul video and you're like, oh my God, oh my God, that is awesome. You paid how much? Oh my God, I would totally pay this much for it. You know, don't be afraid. If it's a brand new haul video that somebody just released, go ahead and send them a message and make them an offer, because I've already sold some things from my haul videos from people that were just like, yeah, man, I'll give you this much for it. It's like, hell yeah, I'll take it.
Right, D, and I didn't really even finish my thought. What I was saying is, yeah, most of the time somebody will pick something up. Like when I picked up this big, that big Roken box system that was in our last haul video, that it's a big building thing. I didn't know a whole lot about it myself, but whenever I looked it up real quick, it was like really, really good. And I said the reason why I picked it up is because when I looked at it, sometimes it's just the price. That's why I picked it up. You know, it's to make money. That's typically what we all do, unless it's something like special like these records. I picked these up because I love them and they're awesome 45s, but they're on 12-inch discs and stuff like that. So I think a lot of people do. I mean, but I understand what you mean. But also there's a point to where, like, if I put something out and we pick this up, and if you're new, you need to learn that if it was that good that he picked it up, maybe I need to look into it more if he didn't explain more. And that's where, being new, we don't want to, I guess, coddle too much, because nowadays it is a lot easier for somebody to get into this business because there's a lot of people that's willing to help with no strings attached, you know?
Right, exactly. Well,
I mean, I'm sure you're making $1 million off your show so far every day. You're running it every day, right? He doesn't
sell anymore. He's just banking on YouTube.
Yeah.
What? Me?
You're getting out of the selling now. You're making $1 million off your morning show.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys know if I ever get a check.
Yeah. You gotta wait till you get $100 built up, then you'll get your check.
At this rate, we're looking at about 6 months.
No, it'll come quicker. You're doing good.
No, but yeah, I mean, for me, like, I want to hear. I say it all the time. I want to hear from the guys that sell $500 a month, and I want to hear from the guys that sell $500,000 a month. You know, I mean, it doesn't matter, and everybody's got their own level that they're on. But you know, if you're like a 16-year-old kid living in your parents' house still, and you're just making money by you get started by selling a few of your video games, and next thing you know, you start hitting some garage sales, and you start flipping that around, and now you're making a couple grand a month after a year or so. I want to hear from that kid, you know, just like I want to hear from the Robert Bagleys that quit their $200,000 a year job so that they could start, you know, reselling full-time online. I mean, everybody's got something to offer. Everybody's got their own little tidbits and information, and I mean, it doesn't. The numbers don't matter that much. I don't think they do matter to a point, but I mean, if you're,
it matters to the person who's making them. That's
it. Yes.
The numbers, my numbers matter to me. your numbers matter to you.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm content with $5,000 a month, but I know that if I needed to, I could do 10,000. Should somebody look at me and say, "Well, he's not serious about this. He's not," you know? No. It's if you're happy, because that's the whole key to the whole thing, right there. If you're happy, okay. If you're content, if you could smile instead of going to that 9 to 5, you know.
Exactly. I mean, like I said before, there are people that have a lot of capital to get started, and there are people that are better at business. They know business. They have maybe they've got a really good accountant that keeps them dialed in on their margins and everything. And I mean, I want to hear from that guy just as much as I want to hear the guy that's like, you know, going out and spending $100 a week and turning it into 1,000 every time and doing it. He's doing it that way. I mean, there are all different levels of selling, and I mean, I want to hear not just that, but you know, the guys that are successful on FBA, how they're doing it. I want to hear, like, if somebody's successful on Etsy, I want to hear how they're doing it. If somebody's successful on eBay, I want to hear how they're doing it. And I mean, I want to hear what their level, like what they perceive as being successful. Like, what do they consider? You know, that's why I like people that'll like talk about their numbers. They don't have to like sit there and break it down, you know. But you know, it's like you talk a lot. And you talk about how successful you are, and you talk about how awesome you are, but you give out these really vague numbers, and you're coming off like a guru, like, do it like me. I'm going to teach you how to do it, and then you don't want to at least talk about how much you're making every once in a while, then that's a problem for me.
Yeah, it is a problem for somebody to put out one number as far as like, this is what I'm making a month. If it's a really big number. Yeah. And like with us,
teach you how to make I'll teach you how to build a $100,000 a year business, and that's it. That's where they stop. That's where the numbers stop. That's it. That bothers me. And then they do 10,000 videos about how to make money on eBay, and that kind of. And then they start writing ebooks. Those guys, it's like, okay, buddy. I mean, it's
$100,000 a month. You can spend $98,000 and make a $2,000 profit. Then you made $100,000 a month.
Exactly.
But, right. I mean, and that's where our due diligence comes in. We're not idiots, you know. So, I don't know.
You can still learn from those people. It's just it's like we had this conversation in the past. Chad, we discussed that those people are putting out content or what they perceive as content out to people that don't know any better.
Yeah.
For us, we know better, right? We can look at it and go, you know, with clear vision and go, yeah, this guy is. But we can still learn from that guy, right? We can still get something.
Oh, absolutely.
They're still picking up things, right?
Oh yeah.
But
I'm not saying
the problem. I think basically what Paul is saying is that they're kind of screwing over those people that are brand new to the whole systems. They don't understand it, and they think they're going to make $100,000 in 3 months because they got somebody's book.
Yeah. So I mean, that's kind of what I wanted to do with the show is like I said, have enough time to discuss everything, to actually hash everything out, to go over the little details and why things work, and if somebody's like talk about the stuff that doesn't work, and you know how you should do things, how you shouldn't do things. We've got plenty of time. We got 2 hours. We do it every day. Plenty of time to go over all that stuff. And I mean, we're getting called out on other shows. Maybe I should start calling out other people on other shows, but I don't want to give them any publicity.
Yeah, well, you're kind of right, but the reason why I think people are nosy and are wanting to look in, because when somebody makes a claim or somebody makes a statement, they're putting themselves out there, okay? And if you're going to put yourself out there, you're either going to be transparent or you're going to leave a lot to be imagine, I guess. And that's what creates doubt, and that's what creates questions, and that's what creates all kinds of stuff.
Well, here's my thing. If you're getting out there and you're saying, hey, guys, I'm making $200,000 a year, and then that's how you start your video, and then it's like, all right, so this is what you should be doing. This is how you should be doing it. This is what you should do, this, do that, you know, and you're not giving any, like, real details. You're just kind of being vague. Then somebody can watch that stuff and then take away like the wrong information sometimes, you know, and get the wrong idea of how they should be doing it, and it just gives them a lot more room for error when you're, you know, it's like you do a haul video where you bring home, it's like I spent $100, I'm gonna make $1,500, and then you just kind of gloss over what you find or whatever, you know.
Yeah, but I think what's key, if and this is just my opinion, if you're going to do that, if you're going to say this is what I found, this is what I'm going to sell it for, you know, if you want to have credibility in this field, and you really want people to take you serious, then you can show them that you turn that 100 into 1,000. Or and a great example is Ronnie, is when he did like when he does these daily updates about where he's at in his goal, that's sharing. People can look at Ronnie and say he's credible. We see what he's doing. He's not showing how he's taking the pictures. He's not showing how he's doing his listings, but what he's showing is what he's getting it, and this is how much he's doing every day. This is how many sales I got. This is this. This is this. This is this. This is this. And it's pretty much there. It's transparent. It's like, okay. And he says how much he says I have to spend more on my items than say Chad does down in Florida. And, you know, it's transparent. And if you want to be credible, really credible, you can be credible. But if you want to really be credible to where nobody can say, he's full of shit, then you can do it that way. I mean,
well, I mean,
to be something you're not. And
yeah, I'm not busting on the people that are just making a little haul video where they're like, hey guys, I went to the thrift store today and I got this, this, and this. This is how much it's worth. You know, I'm not busting on those guys. I'm busting on the guys that are, and I'm not even busting on the guys that are like, this is how much I make, this is how you should do it either. But I mean, if you're making a 5-minute video on, you know, I don't know. I've seen stuff where it's like, man, there's not enough information there. It could send somebody in the wrong direction. You know,
yeah.
And if you've got some guy, if you're some dude that just lost his job and you watch a video on how easy it is to sell on eBay, and then you start your eBay account and you don't get enough information on how to make a good listing because you just checked the wrong listings, and then the first thing you sell you get a negative. Now it's like, oh wow, I'm screwed.
Yaya stated, but when Ronnie or RB3 post screenshots and people want a whole breakdown of costs, that's silly. You know, it depends on those people that are asking, because they're okay. If I'm new in something and I've heard a lot about Ronnie or something like this, you know, he shows it and he shows the breakdown, and I'm like, okay, go. We want to see how you did it. We want to see, you know, and like Ronnie doesn't have a problem doing that. It's or that you have the people like, there's no way, prove it. You know, those people that prove it.
Yeah.
Because not too long ago, we had somebody come into the community, posted a screenshot of his PayPal account, and it was total BS. And we saw right through it really quick, and he's gone.
Pretty much. Yeah, I mean, when stuff like that pops up, you just have to do your due diligence, and you got to be willing to ask those questions.
But I do understand what Yaya is saying. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can't. I hate it when people try to make it look like it's too easy. You know, it's not a get rich quick scheme. This is not a way to quit your job and make millions of dollars working for yourself. You know, I mean, if you're just some guy that, you know, you work at stocking shelves at King Soopers, I mean, you can work at it and you can make it happen, but it's not going to be that easy. You know, it's not just as simple as quitting your job and starting to sell on eBay. And you can't just watch a couple of haul videos and watch a couple of how-to videos and get it down. I mean, it's something that you've got to do for a while. You've got to ease into it. You can't just start doing it tomorrow. FBA is a little easier to break into, I think, but for FBA, you got to have capital up front. You know, I mean, if you've got $200 to spare a week that you can like budget for, you're not going to make a lot of money on FBA unless you get really lucky and you find like some ridiculous thing at the weigh and pay and it sells right away for some reason.
Right.
then it's all of a sudden, oh hey, I got this $3 VCR that's worth $500 and it actually sold really fast, or I got this this LaserJet cartridge for $5 that's worth $60, and there was a whole box of 6 of them, at the thrift store. That stuff just doesn't come along that often, and you kind of gotta know what you're looking for, and you gotta be experienced to identify that kind of stuff, or maybe.
And there's been a lot of talk about FBA, recently, and if there's new people that's been watching, the consensus is FBA is retail arbitrage, but like he was just saying, where the big money, the quick, the large money, because the typical FBA when you go do your retail arbitrage is what they're saying, 20% profit.
Yeah, you're buying something for $10, you're selling it for 20.
Yeah.
Or 10 to 30, whatever.
And the big money is like what he's talking about. Like, that's what we do. We don't go to like the retail stores. Well, we did the Starbucks, and that's our only arbitrage we've ever done. But what we do with our FBA is when we're out thrifting, garage selling, if we find something in a box or something that would be good for Amazon, then you stick that aside, and then when you get a box, you can send it in, and that's going to bring a lot more profit than what you typically would get. Or I sell it to Adam, and he makes the killer money on the Amazon. So.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Has that sold yet?
Nah, it's going in this shipment.
Oh, okay. It'll sell quick, don't you?
What'd you say?
It'll sell quick, don't you?
It should sell roughly quick.
Yeah. What's roughly quick?
Month and a half.
Yeah, but I mean, for the guys that are really successful on Amazon, they've either been doing it for a while or they've got a lot of capital to get started and to put into it in the first place. So I mean, I would hate to see somebody get excited about FBA and then go and max out their credit cards thinking that they're going to get this huge return, and then because they watch some people talk about how easy it is and how much money they can make, and then they just get buried in debt and they can't get caught back up. I mean, there are a lot of cons to FBA too that we talk about as much as we can. I mean, there are pros and cons to eBay. There are pros and cons to Amazon, and I mean, like Mike will tell you all about the cons to eBay right now and the stuff that he's going through.
I'm totally not going to bash eBay, no matter how hard you try to get me to do it. I will bash the hell out of them prior to the show, but I'm not going to do it.
Hey, Mike, I got something to show you.
All right.
You know how you said you hate eBay, right?
I did not say that.
Hey, I just sold this on eBay just a couple of seconds ago.
What'd you sell?
It's something I got free from Target. Hey, what the hell, man? I just got it free from Target.
Yeah, I was at Target yesterday and I saw those Frozen sing-along DVDs, and they were. How did you get that for free?
Well, you gotta be a.
Oh.
You gotta buy a ton of. You gotta buy $50 worth of Frozen stuff. I ended up with. I just sold something else.
Bye.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I want to talk about.
And I just sold the other one.
That's one of the things that I want to talk about. Just like not today. Obviously, we don't have time to get into it, but maybe we'll cover this tomorrow. And I've tried to go over it a few times, but we never really get that deep into it because we just get off track. But like creative ways to use like the deals at retail stores to save enough to make it work on Amazon, where you could normally you go down the rack or you go down the aisles and you just start scanning stuff. It's gonna be kind of hard to find stuff, but there's so many different like credit card deals, and you go to Target. Like last week, it was buy 2 video games get 1 free, buy 2 board games get 1 free. Just paying attention to those special deals can kind of up your business and pay off. But
I was gonna get into those, but I was like, the margins for $120 plus. Honestly, they didn't make sense, especially with how many people might do it. I just couldn't get myself to do it.
On the video games, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen how quickly the prices dropped on some of those games?
Yeah, that's
Yeah. That's exactly why I knew some would drop, and I wasn't gonna play that game.
Yeah, like 40 to 20.
Yeah.
And then like 60 to 50 to 45. No, that happens every year. That happened last year after Black Friday. Don't this year, guys, when you're out there shopping for Black Friday video games and you see like the Modern Warfares for $30 and the Assassin's Creed for $30 and the like all the newest games get priced in half. You're not the only one that knows about it, and everybody's gonna go out there buying it. And so I mean, I took a loss last year on some of my video games because I went out there and just loaded up on like the new Battlefield and the new Assassin's Creed because it was $25, $30. And
You're talking about Battlefield 4, right?
That was one of the games that I
picked this up from Amazon last year for $15. I bought it more for myself, but it's still sealed. I gotta play it more.
Well, I bought like a stack of those things, and they sold okay. I got like $45 a piece for them, but I ended up just taking the last couple, 2 or 3 of them into the video game store and just trading them in because I managed to get a pretty good deal on them. But
I got some for my kids at the Target thing, and I'm actually taking them back now because I can get them cheaper on Amazon after the Target thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. So
drastic.
I went in there on the first day that they were going on before people had started sending the stuff to FBA yet, and I knew like the new Modern Warfare was gonna sell. It's gonna hold its price. It's gonna be priced up. I mean, the thing was rated like 50 in video games or something like that. There's probably 200 a day getting sold on Amazon. So if you see the lowest price on FBA go down to $40, don't sweat it. You're gonna get your price if you put it up for 50. But I mean, they're gonna be selling that fast, especially after Black Friday, getting into close to Christmas. But there are only a couple of games like that you don't have to worry about. Call of Duty is one of them, I would say, but you still have to pay attention. But even at that price, so I could have bought 3 copies for either the PS4 or Xbox One, and if I would have been able to get like 50, I thought I could get maybe $54 a piece for them. After you do the math, it's still, after all the fees and everything, I would have made nothing. I would have broken even after paying for the buy 2 get 1 free at retail plus tax, sending them in, selling all 3 copies for $54, and then subtracting all the fees and everything. It would have been a wash. So I mean, you do have to pay attention when you're doing trying to make some of those deals work, and don't get so fixated on making them work that you're willing to take a loss on it. You got to do what makes sense. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you just get so excited about something that looks like a great deal, and it just feels like you can't lose. But then all of a sudden you don't even do the math until it's too late, and then you realize after the fact that, man, I didn't make anything on that. What was I thinking? But I don't know. I've caught myself in that trap a couple of times. You do have to be careful.
The adrenaline rush.
Well, it's not even an adrenaline rush. It's just like, how can I lose with this? I mean, No,
I mean, a lot of people get that whole adrenaline rush of, oh my God, I know this is a big seller, blah blah blah. It's on sale. Let me get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think a lot of people fall into that. Especially when you're new, you get excited when you see something that sells a lot, and it's on sale, so it's got to be a good price, right? I've got to be able to make a profit on that because it sells all day.
I kind of miss getting that rush sometimes. I don't get it at all anymore. It's like, it doesn't even excite me when I find something crazy at a thrift store. It's like, oh, cool, right on, this is cool. It's a $10 jacket. I can get like $200 for it. This is awesome. But it's not like, oh my freaking God, I can't believe it. The first couple of times that you hit something like that, it's like, oh my god, I'm gonna make like $500 on this thing. You know what I mean? Just, I miss those days.
Yeah, don't let yourself lose the,
Well,
try to find some way to get that back, or else it just becomes a boring job.
Too late, it's gone.
one of the tricks to that is finding items that nobody else knows about, right? I mean, if you find those little things in a thrift store or what have you that you can sell for, a ton of money, it's because nobody else knows that that's at that thrift store.
Uh-huh.
And it's the same thing with the Amazon FBA items. If you find something that you can send into FBA, it's selling at a decent rank, and there are no other FBA sellers, you're going to kick butt. But if it's in a Target paper for whatever the price is, everybody in the world knows about it, obviously. And then we're talking about it to 50 people on our show. On top of that,
you find a good replaying, guys, keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
Don't.
Well, I think a lot of people have a misconception that we give all the information out. No, it doesn't happen that way. We all have our little things, or we all have a lot of our things that, we don't share.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll talk about clearance rack stuff all day, but I'm not going to talk about the stuff that I'm sending in with every single shipment.
I think that, I would rather give general information about, a general category or, whatever, than to give people specific items to look for, because I think in the long run you're hurting them.
Yeah.
Because once it's out there, and it's ruined.
Well, especially with retail arbitrage, the whole give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach a man to fish, he eats for a lifetime. That whole thing works. That's great, like very, very, very accurate for retail arbitrage. I mean, you might
Starbucks gift set.
No, that's a dude. The Starbucks gift sets, they come out every year. That's a known thing. If you guys don't know that, you just haven't been reselling very long. But anyway, I'm joking. But like these, I'm going to share these because it was in our little charity cat thrift store, and I'm not going to be coming across them. And it's just one of those things that it's not going to be a flooded type thing, because it's not like you can go to Walmart and arbitrage. I mean, you may be on Amazon. I don't know. But, I just found them, and it's like, dang, these are a good profit for the whole kit. I paid $6 for the Genie plus the 3 boxes of these with 9 of these in them. And it's just a good thing if you come across them, pick it up. It's not letting the cat out of the bag on anything. A cat out of the bag.
You went there. Chad.
Yeah, I did it.
You went there. Oh,
Hey, man, I got some Starbucks. You want some Starbucks?
No, but it was.
I can't see. Is that the 5-pound? That's house blend, dude.
Yeah,
That's
this is
that's
how.
That's what Starbucks is when it leaves my body. It's like medium roast house blend.
I paid $20 for this box, right?
That's a good price. What is it? 72 or 54?
54.
Yeah. Oh, I hate house blend. It tastes like water to me.
Yeah.
It's not strong enough.
Well, I
didn't buy those from a store either.
Do you want? No, really. Do you want house blend? What you do is, like, if your husband likes like dark roast and you like house blend, have him run a dark roast Keurig into his coffee, and then you take that same one and just run your system again, and then you'll get your
That's
breakfast.
what my mother-in-law does.
There you go, Adam.
My mother-in-law runs his dark roast or whatever, and then she runs one through after he did it.
Yeah.
All of his Keurig pods for her to use to make her little wussy flavored coffees.
Wussy flavored.
Well, it's weaker than like tea that's been watered down.
Yeah.
Hey, you heard him, Adam. Have your husband run it through the machine.
That's what I heard.
Adam, you're a good guy, man. There is nothing about you I don't like.
Here's a karaoke for you. Just hold out.
That's your compliment for the month, dude. So don't expect anything anytime soon.
The best part about him is how much crap you can give him, and he just totally takes it.
Yeah, let's have a Google Hangout group hug.
Right?
Hey, Jeff, keep us up to date on the DirecTV remote that you mailed out. Let us know if everything goes good with it, if you run into any problems or anything.
Sure will. I'm gonna blame
Talking
you.
about Dish TV, can I bash them real quick?
You got 5 minutes before he kills the show, so.
Yeah.
I was watching the TV, watching Channel 2, right? And they said that Dish Network is dropping Channel 2, like the CBS. And I was like, what the hell is going on with Dish? They've dropped at least 100-some channels this past year.
They do that stuff all the time. I think I was watching The Walking Dead, and it came on and said, if you want to continue to watch Walking Dead, contact your DirecTV and whine and complain to them. It's like, oh, jeez.
Right, like they're gonna take off the channel with the most popular cable TV show.
Yeah.
They've done it before.
Yeah, for like a week. It's just like union negotiations, you know. They end up coming up with something.
Oh, so the unions are just being, yeah.
Man, somebody wants more money.
Yeah.
I
I'm not
couldn't
saying
do
that
that crap when I saw it.
Yeah.
they're in negotiations is what they are.
I don't watch TV at all. I just watch Netflix and YouTube. I've actually been getting into some of the YouTube shows. I found How to Train Your Dragon 2 on YouTube the other day. And I watched the entire movie. I was like, what the hell? Didn't this just come out?
Stream-TV.me.
What's that?
Stream-TV.me.
Stream-TV?
Stream.
Stream-TV.me
has all the current shows on it for free.
Hey,
Right.
Paul,
Yeah.
did that video help you train your dragon?
Yeah, he's trained now. It's all good. No, I like I like some of those kids' movies, man. I can't help it. I'm glad my kid likes the Lego movie because that's like my favorite kids' movie in a while, though.
Oh man, don't start. You're gonna get Michael playing crap.
I know, right? Get us kicked off of YouTube. Yeah, if you guys haven't watched the Lego movie, it's pretty legit. I like that one. That's
I like my tier 2 3.5%, whatever I can get now. What do I get now, Chad? 3.5%, 4%.
Oh, hey, Chad, did you see that jacket somebody posted on Facebook?
Oh, the K2?
Oh, I thought it was a T2.
Or T2, I'm sorry.
I was saying you need to get that for one of your admins.
Yeah, I saw it. It was last night, so I didn't respond to it. I just wasn't in the mood.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
Some people's got to be thinking, like, who is this Chad? What's this Pagel? What? I don't get it. Pageling? What?
Right.
I don't get it.
What's that? Yeah, just look up Chad on Urban Dictionary, then look up Pagel on Urban Dictionary, and it'll explain everything.
Man, that Chad word is brutal, man.
No, man, you had that was the most. I was like, holy crap! Somebody must really be pissed off at a dude named Chad to write that.
Yeah, that was like back in 2006 or something.
Yeah, so you know it wasn't one of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I think I'm gonna pagel this show away today. No, it's 10 o'clock.
it's getting there. Yeah, we got another minute or so, but can't wait for this weekend. It's gonna be nice. I think it's supposed to be. I hope.
I think you need to up your game and run it every day of the week.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
right.
the first weekend of wrestling this weekend. Woohoo!
Nice.
My daughter's play is tomorrow night, too. It's going to be a great weekend.
Yeah, if I could get a nice little, maybe if Dr. Dre decides to send me a set of free beats to sponsor the show and get a few good sponsors, then I'll start doing it every week or every day. But until
Just
then,
be careful who you even think about getting in bed with, man.
oh, I know.
You have to be their yes man.
Yeah, I know.
How many sponsors have you called so far, Paul?
0.
Oh.
I haven't gone after any. I don't think I I figure when I start hitting about 500 subscribers, 1,000 views a day, then I'll start to consider it.
500 subs, 1,000 views a day. You're doing pretty damn good.
Yeah, I don't think you can get 1,000 views a day at 500 subs. Don't you need to be at about 5K before you start getting up?
Well, it depends on what content you're doing. If you're
Yeah, I
it
guess
just
if you
depends. In our business, you can expect to get half the views of your subscribers. You know what I mean? Like if you have 5,000 subscribers, then you can expect to get 2,500 views on your channel within a reasonable amount of time on that video.
See, this is an experiment for me. I want to see if like doing it really, really consistently every day actually does make everything kind of come like up the repeat subscriber thing. You know, I mean, like you see these guys with 20,000 subscribers. There are more people that have stopped watching them and completely forgotten about them.
Yeah.
There are like 10 people that have forgotten about them and completely forgotten about them for everyone that's paying attention to them.
Yeah, well, some of these folks that's got 20,000 subscribers, 15,000 subscribers, they get the person with 5,000 subscribers gets more views than them, and it's all about views. It's not about subscribers.
Oh, I know. You get that one video to go viral and hit the million mark. That's when you start getting
well, you know, I got contacted from a TV show on my chest hair removal video.
No way.
The TV show called Stupid Science. Yeah, $100. They're paying me $100 to use for the rights to put it on air.
And then it's still your video and it's still on your channel?
Yeah, it's still mine. Yeah.
Oh, so when it goes viral because it's on air, you're also going to get all the revenue from that too, huh?
No, they just pay me if it somehow comes back to my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
If they're paying me $100, and then if it goes viral, then it goes viral on my channel.
Nice.
But I don't know.
Yeah. But anyway, it is that time again. We got to wrap this up, guys. I want to thank everybody for watching. Come back tomorrow morning. We'll be here again, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Running for a couple hours, and then we're going to open this thing up right now. Go check my my Facebook group, the Reseller Wakeup, if you want to get a link to after the show. And, come in, ask us questions.
Post the link in the Reseller Society also?
Yeah, you can post the link in wherever you want. I just posted it in mine because I get sick of posting links everywhere. I post so many links every morning, it's like, screw it. I'm just going to put it in my group, and if somebody else wants to post it in the other groups, they can. But, yeah, so if you want to come, easiest way to find it is just join my group, check the top. It'll be right there on top. Come on in, talk to us, get to know us. Maybe we can get you on sometime. Love to have new people on. Love to get new opinions and new feedback and everything. And what's that, Jeff?
Except for Michael's.
Except for Michael. Well,
I disagree. I disagree.
Michael's opinions and advice are old and beat and busted, so we don't pay attention to them anymore. But anyway, like I said, thanks for watching. No Toadcast this week. No Where's My Thrifting Girls at this week. So there's going to be this huge void until Sunday. The Pickers Church. Everybody, man, you're going to have like 2 days with nothing. So everybody's going to be ready to watch that.
Yeah, screw it. Pickers Church ain't going to happen. I'm joking. We'll do it.
And then our show Sunday night. We'll be back on Monday. And
your show.
What's that?
Your show.
No, our show Sunday night.
Your show?
Our show. Chris Rock. On Sunday night.
OUR, our show?
Oh, okay.
All right, turn the damn thing off already.
All right, see you guys later.